Coming into your YouTube airwaves, it's Vaughn, the Stat Man, and welcome to the Stat Room.
Woo! Good morning and welcome to the Stat Room. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so before I get into this video, guys, let me introduce myself. Guys, I am Vaughn the Stat Man. You can follow me on Twitter at Vaughn the Stat Man, and guys, check out the website, vaughnthestatman.com. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we got a 3-game slate on tap today. And what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to spend a few minutes giving my assessments of each game and where the best fantasy value will be. But before I begin this, guys, I want people who have been playing fantasy for the past 5 or 6 years to comment in the section how long you've been playing fantasy. Because I'm going to tell you guys, like, people who are playing fantasy for the first time, this is very, very difficult. You can cash, but it's very difficult. I remember back in 2017, if you put up a 350, you taken down first place. Now with a 350, you're not even gonna even cash most nights. And it's because you got professionals playing fantasy, you got former NBA players playing fantasy, you got some stat guys that are very efficient with stats playing fantasy, guys like myself playing fantasy. So the competition is very, very steep. So you got to have a little luck mixed with the skill. All right, so let's see today if we have a little luck mixed with skill. But let's say skill mixed with a little bit of luck, because I believe luck is when you prepare the right way and you study the right way, then you might get lucky in that instance. So let's get right into it today. All right, so the first game on the slate is Milwaukee at Miami. Now, Milwaukee did exactly what a team is supposed to do. They won at home. And if you look at the fantasy points, Holiday has averaged 40 points, in the contest. Giannis has just gone crazy. He put up at least 50 in each game. You had guys like Forbes, who came out of the woodworks and put up amazing games. DiVincenzo put up good games. Middleton had a good first game where he put up 40 plus. Second game, not so much. Miami looked like they didn't really want to play, and they were really fantasy irrelevant, except their backup center Dedmon put up 30 fantasy points. All right, so now the game shifts to Miami. So I think that Miami will fight a little harder today, but I just think Milwaukee is just as far as fantasy wise, I think they're a more fantasy relevant team. So if I was going to stack players, I would go with Holiday. I just think that Dragic at this stage in his career can't really do anything with Holiday, and neither can Dunn. And the way that Giannis is playing, he's playing the way that I thought that he should have played. Giannis is an amazing, first and foremost, everybody in the NBA is an amazing talent. There's no scrubs, there's no bums, there's no busts in the NBA. Any NBA player can get you 40 fantasy points, as we saw a few days ago with Harris. The thing in fantasy is that you got to try to find your Harris. That's how you win fantasy. You're not going to win fantasy picking Jimmy Butler, picking Giannis Antetokounmpo. You got to find your Harris. You got to find your Joe Harris. You got to find your guy that's 4,200 that can get you 3. You got to find your Dwayne Dedmons. That's how you win fantasy. And that's where I say the luck comes in, because you have to take a chance. All right, so let's go right through the point guard position, guys. All right, so I gave my opinion about Milwaukee, Miami. Let me go right through Phoenix and LA. Now, Phoenix and LA, this is going to be the Lakers. One of my friends said this yesterday. I like to give credit where credit is due. One of my friends said this, that LA is going to be at home, and this is going to be the first time they're going to play in front of that crowd. So don't think that they're going to have a letdown. Anthony, if it was me building a lineup, I would start my lineups with LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Both of them are going to put up 50 fantasy points today. Denver at Portland, I believe that Portland has the better team. Denver is playing well, but Portland's at home as well. And Lillard is going to ball out, but I think it's going to be a McCollum day today. Carmelo Anthony, I think, is going to have a bounce back day. So fantasy-wise, that game, I think that those teams are close. I think Milwaukee is a little bit better than Miami. It could be an ugly game. Maybe it'll even up because it's in Miami. And Phoenix against the Lakers, I think that the Lakers are a notch above Phoenix, especially with an injured Chris Paul. But Denver and Portland, I think that is the closest game. It's like you saw yesterday, Memphis and Utah were just supremely close. All right, let's get right into it, guys. All right, so at the point guard position, you got Lillard home. I don't see anybody that can guard Lillard. But when I look at Drew Holiday, if this game stays close, I think Drew Holiday will be within 10 points of Damian Lillard and getting a $2,000 price difference. I think Lillard puts up 51 to 54, but he does have a ceiling of 60, a floor of 42. I just think Holiday has a supreme matchup advantage over Miami. Chris Paul might play, might not play. So even if he plays, he injured his shooting shoulder, so he's not going to take a lot of shots. He'll just get guys involved. So I see Chris Paul giving you 16 to 20 fantasy points. Schroeder, I see each game he's going to get better. I think LeBron probably talked to him because LeBron, one thing I love about LeBron James, guys, he's not a tear you down kind of a player. He's a guy that's like, look, you're here for a reason. Do your thing. Attack, attack, attack. And I think Schroeder's going to attack again today. Dragic is at home. I think he plays better today. I think he puts up 30 fantasy points today. Campazzo, not really sure on the road against Lillard. The first time Lillard's going to be in front of his home crowd in the playoffs in a while because they're going to have fans tonight. I love Payne because he is pretty much all they have. So I'm going to build a full lineup for you today, guys. So I will go Holiday. And secondly, I will go Dragic just because he's home. Now, at the shooting guard position, guys, you got Booker, who I felt wasn't as aggressive in the last game like he was in the first game. But I'm going McCollum. I think McCollum at home. I think he's going to get more shots. Lillard been carrying the team the first two games. I think this is going to be a McCollum type game. Now, at the shooting guard position, you got DiVincenzo. I love him. Hero. You got Nunn, Rivers, Connaughton. I'm going to give you guys Nunn. I think Nunn steps up at home. Now, at the small forward position, LeBron James is going to ball out, guys. I really believe that he balls out. Jimmy Butler is not going to give you minimal effort at home. Jimmy Butler's going to come out and fight. So I like him. I like Middleton. I think Powell's going to have a good game. But I'm going to give you Jimmy Butler. I think him and LeBron is going to have about the same numbers. I think Jimmy Butler's going to give you all he has. Now, at the small forward position, guys, I'm going to give you Caldwell Pope. I saw at the end of the game, LeBron James walked over to Caldwell Pope, and he said something to Caldwell Pope. And he basically said, shoot the ball. And the way LeBron James leads, he's like, I don't care if you miss it 5 or 6 times, man. You got us a championship last year. All of them shots you made, you ain't forget how to shoot. When that ball come your way, shoot. I know he didn't say that, but I know LeBron James said something to that effect. I expect Pope to put up a nice size game. Don't be shocked if he gives you 30. Now, at the power forward position, guys, you got Antetokounmpo, you got Anthony Davis, and guys, go Anthony Davis. You know what, guys? I'm not going to finish. I'm going to let you pick your last two because I know they don't. They normally don't like it when you give all of the players. They don't like it when you give a complete line. So I'll just do this, and then you can pick your last couple players. But yeah, guys. So we got Davis, Pope, Butler, Nunn, McCollum, and Dragic and Holiday. Yeah, I did want to give a full line, but I know when it comes to doing a complete line, if this line would do extremely well, then they will be complaining. And I don't want people to be complaining about that I'm cheating or whatever the case may be. But I wanted to help you guys the best I can. So like I say, you go Davis, Pope, Butler, Nunn, McCollum, Dragic, Holiday. And guys, I hope that everybody does well. So guys, that's it. So guys, don't forget to win-win. That means give people what they want so you can get what you want. And guys, don't forget to think and ink. That means write it down so that way it can come true. So good hunting on all your DFS contests. Love you guys.
All right, thanks for watching the video, ladies and gentlemen. And if you want to be a stat room member, hit that subscribe button and also share this video. Thank you, and welcome to the Stat Room.